Hey guys, hope everyone's well. It's your boy MBS again here, back at you with another topic. Well, today I'm thinking of like Italian football. Mentioned watching my previous video, especially the last one about being an Italian football fan. So please check them out if you can. I said in my last video, and if I do make any money on this video in the long term, I'll try and donate any money I can for trying to support Italian football for these specific videos. All being well, that's the plan. And yeah, I thought of the hashtag. I hope it's not copyrighted by Mr. Trump, but yeah, although I'm not saying I'm a Trump fan or not, but just like using the hashtag make, it seems like so many people say make this or that great again. So I thought I'd say make Italian football proud again. And Italian football was like overall won 4 World Cups and had a great record for normally being generally getting to like quarterfinals or semi-finals, if not finals, on odd excellent occasions, winning the event. So and since then it's gone downhill. So I want to try and think of ideas, and I think like dyslexic people have good ideas for an imagination for and out of the box thinking of how we can help, how we can create things. Sorry, and unfortunately I didn't quite get around to doing this in October. But I was thinking of, I did have the goal. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to put it into practice or do very well with it. But I feel like Italian fans, of dyslexic people going to Italy, perhaps, and if people say, talking about how dyslexics might have strengths in football, like if people from dyslexia organisations believe that dyslexics have strengths, including in sports such as football. Like for instance, tactics, having a different idea of tactics or trying something different. A lot of my ideas I want to keep secret because obviously if the opposition teams know, then they can react accordingly. So I don't know how many of them I want to share, but I'm probably trying to think them through in my mind and then try and get some on paper. All being well, I'm going to go to Italy sometime in the future if I can, possibly next October at some stage, and possibly have some dyslexic groups, and also perhaps have some times where Anglo-Indians play football with people from Italy. Like for instance, for anyone who knows about football or soccer, if you don't, this video is probably not going to be unfortunately very interesting for you, I'm afraid. But on my videos I do cover a range of topics. But anyway, being someone who's interested in football, I think like Anglo-Indians going to Italy, and like say if we play against teams like AC Milan, we'd wear the rival team like Inter Milan's kit, and then sometimes we play against Inter Milan and wear the AC Milan kit and stuff like that. And hopefully the idea, in my opinion, is to help. Well, my goal would be, or my dream would be, to help Italian football to become hopefully the top team. And as I say, I've got quirky ideas like I'd help Brazil in other ways to make up for it. But yeah, I'd like Italians to be the top practice, because I've supported Italy since I was so young. There's few things it's quite a few things I don't like about Italian football, like hooliganism, division, because like Italy's quite divided and all that, and the hooliganism, and sometimes possibly immaturity amongst the fans, also racism and things like that. So like when people go into grounds and use fireworks and things like that, I don't really agree with that sort of stuff. But in terms of like the passion, the glamour, although I'm not normally the type of person who likes to dress up and all that, but I think it's like quite colourful, ironically. That's the right choice of words. But so there are a few things I love about Italian football as well. So I think I look Italian and it's like nostalgic because I supported them ever since I was like 13 or 14, and now I'm 37. So I'd love to help Italian football, both club teams and the national team, do well, support young players to learn, and sorry, I've got some ideas about how to support development of young players. I'd love to see, again, I'm not sure quite how many ideas I should share, but I'd love to see Italy having tax cuts for the football, giving football clubs tax cuts. But as I say, much of my ideas I'm going to keep on paper. So I hope one day I'll get a chance to meet people from the Italian FA Football Association of Italy and to share some of these ideas. And not sure if I can encourage my fellow dyslexics or even Anglo-Indians or other Eurasians to support Italian football, but I think if I can, it'd be great. Like, it'd be something to work towards, something like I could be proud of in the future as well, and maybe other people can be proud of helping Italian football. I'd love to make lots of videos like this about. Hopefully, I'll plan them out a bit better, but about encouraging people to sponsor like football pitches to support training for the youth. As I say, like I said in my last video, like Lucozade or Red Bull, possibly even to make their own youth football teams in Italy, or make just general football teams. Possibly there can be more leagues to encourage more players, help people to practice, and maybe even like I've got creative ideas, like if I could get enough funding, like to help enough people to take the risk to go into football, and if they don't make it as professionals, then there could be funding to like give them recompense, so that, because like it's a risk if you get an injury or for whatever reason you don't make it, obviously financially you're going to need to be supported. So that's a potential idea I've got. So yeah, so I'd love to fundraise for Italian staff, footballs, sports equipment, and everyone to play football as much as possible in Italy, and like organise football tournaments like MKS football tournaments in Italy, where different ideas to benefit Italian football, like help Italian football to practice and bring in people to Italian football to Italy to practice football and things like that, especially those from the Italian diaspora and Anglo-Indians, as I say, also dyslexics and other people with things in common with me as well. So I hope someone out there finds some of these ideas interesting. I'm running out of a few ideas, but yeah, one of the things I was thinking of is like, say, football's like merchandise and all that. So let's say make Italian football proud again, or make Italian football great again, or whatever. And when people buy those footballs, again, all different merchandise, it can go. The money could be reinvested into supporting Italian football. So I love to encourage as many companies and organisations around the world to invest in Italian football and helping youngsters to train. Like, obviously, it'll be part of their PR. Obviously, they wouldn't do it. I can't imagine many people do that out of generosity. Obviously, they would probably want to get some PR out of it. So yeah, so I hope to encourage them. And like, if enough people like encourage companies to do that, then I'm sure many companies will want to support like places for sport in Italy. Like, I just really want to focus, like, encourage Italians to play football as much as possible and practice, and because like Italy's won 4 World Cups, so it's one of the top, along with Germany and Brazil, who won 5, and Germany won 4. So Italy has a chance in the future to become, if it invests in the youth, hopefully. I know it might take a bit longer than I planned, but hopefully it will improve. It'll have a chance to become number 1 again. Well, I know it's not been the number 1 team for a long time, but I'm hoping that it can do well. And yeah, hopefully by putting the idea out and encouraging other people from Italy, people from Italy, like I said before, I only support them because I think I look Italian, but other people are actually Italian, or either from the diaspora from Italy, or from Italy itself, or just generally anyone who supports Italian football for whatever reason, by encouraging, like putting the hashtag out there, make Italian football proud again, or great again, or whatever. Hopefully it will psychologically support Italy to improve the football again, and because like going back on some of the history and recreating some of those proud moments, and like another idea is like former footballers from Italy, like Pirlo, Andrea Pirlo, Roberto Baggio, and players like that, former players like that, to or as many people as possible, to buy stadiums or things like that, or training facilities for young people in Italy, and like be proud of it, like a stadium named after them, so they can feel like proud that they contributed. One thing I thought would be quite interesting would be if like Italians were like, when from a young age in like schools, were encouraged to put football first, and like I think if Italy does well in football, that would make you perhaps more proud than having a big house or a nice car or anything like that. And another mad idea I have is to I know some of these ideas are a bit out there, a bit crazy, like quirky, and all that, but another idea I have is like to encourage. Lost my train of thought now. I was going to say, oh damn, I forgot. I was going to say, sorry. Yeah, also encourage people who like, say like in Italy, they've got like mafia or organized crime, or obviously generally, or other organized crime possibly, not mainly the mafia. Like instead, people will be like playing football and be proud to play football instead. And so like redefine stereotypes. So like encourage as many young people as possible to want to get into football. But I know that obviously it's quite a big dream of mine, and it's quite an out there dream of mine, because obviously you need other areas of the economy. You can't just, obviously not everyone can just make money from football, and people need to earn a living. So, but some of the older players could help perhaps support some of the younger ones, and also like some people who can't make it as a professional, their role could be helping younger people, and that can make the country proud, and also like to discourage smoking or drinking or drug taking or stuff like that. Anyway, I hope these ideas weren't too out there, and I hope someone found them interesting. I think that covers it for now. Peace and love, guys.